Hey. Welcome, my friends. You're watching another fantabulous episode of Lightning Rod Collectibles Live. Purveyors of fine pop culture ephemera. Now simulcast on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, bringing you the best and the coolest from the diamond, modern, copper, bronze, silver, and even the golden age of comics. You are watching episode number 449. Today is our Claim OBO show, meaning Claim or Best Offer. And I remain your host, Michael D. Lepine. Welcome, one and all. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. We've got a great show planned. Following in our recent tradition of bringing you great comics and collectibles via claim shows, which is basically a buy it now. There's no make me an offer. Well, there's a little bit of that. I shouldn't say there's no make me an offer. There's no auction. I put up a price. If you like it, claim it. Claim the book at that price. If you would rather haggle, then give me your best offer. If I like your best offer, the book is yours. But if I want to haggle, I'll give you a counter offer, and then we'll do a little make me an offer at that point. So, but it's going to be fun, and this is also a BOGO show. For every purchase you make, you'll get a freebie. It may be a comic book, it may be a collectible. It'll be of equal or lesser value, but it'll be fun. So hope you stick around for it. We're going to get started. Show you what I got today. We'll do 3 at a time. All right. Here we've got our first 3 books. All right, my friends, we're getting ready to start. I see Robert Kennedy is there with us. Hey, Robert. We're going to get our first listing into the feed. We're going to start with the book on the left, which is a Silver Age Marvel Comics claim item. It is Marvel Superheroes, Volume 1, Issue number 19. Hey, Doug, how are you? Douglas Wells is in the house. This is Marvel Superheroes Volume 1, number 19. It features a main story of Kazar of the Savage Land and his trusty saber-toothed Zabu, featuring an appearance by the Plunderer, who happens to be Kazar's brother. Plus, there are reprints from the Golden Age. Reprints of The Human Torch from Young Men number 26 from March 1954. Marvel Boy from Astonishing number 6, October 1951. The Black Knight from Black Knight Volume 1, number 3 from September 1955. And The Submariner, also from Young Men number 26, March 1954. The stories in this issue are by Arnold Drake, co-written by Steve Parkhouse, Joe Gill, Bill Everett, and Stan Lee. Turn the music down just a tad. The art in this issue is by George Tuska with inks by Sid Green, Carl Burgos, Bill Everett, and Joe Mannielli. Love me some Joe Mannielli. The cover is by Barry Smith, who's now known as Barry Windsor Smith, inked by the great Herb Trinke. This issue was published in March of 1969. The grade range is 4.5, very good plus, to 5.0, very good fine condition. But buy it now on this issue is $19 or best offer. Claim it at $19 or make your best offer now. Let's talk about the book at the middle, shall we? The book in the middle is a Diamond Age DC Comics claim item. It is Justice League Dark, Volume 2, issue number 1C. Volume 2, issue number 1C of Justice League Dark. Featuring a story by James Tynion IV. The art is by Alvaro Martinez Bueno, with inks by Raul Fernandez. This variant cover, in black and white, is by Greg Capullo and inked by Jonathan Glapion. Now this issue is a 1 in 50 ratio retailer incentive black and white cover, inks only variant. What does the 1 in 50 ratio mean? Well, for every standard cover, and the standard cover, and by the way, this is a Virgin variant cover. Well, I take that back. It's not a Virgin variant cover, but it's minus the some of the trade dress. I mean, it has the DC logo. The DC bullet is right there, but there is no cover logo, if you notice. The Virgin variant cover wouldn't have any of this. It wouldn't have the writing at the bottom with the credits. It wouldn't have the DC bullet. It wouldn't even have the barcode. Nothing. That is a Virgin variant cover. But for every, as I had started to tell you, for every 50 copies of the standard cover of this issue that were published and distributed, one issue was produced and distributed with this cover. So that makes this book very rare. There are appearances in this issue by a host of supernatural DC Comics characters. Baron Winters from the Night Force, Clarion the Witch Boy from the Demon, Morgan Le Fay, also from the Demon, John Constantine, Nightmaster from the pages of Showcase, and later the Day of Vengeance series. Etrigan the Demon, Jack Kirby's creation. Merlin, also from the Demon. Dr. Occult, Deadman, the Phantom Stranger, Madame Xanadu, Lucifer Morningstar, and Dr. Fate. This issue came out in September of 2018. The grade range is 9.8 near mint condition to 9.9 mint condition. This is a 1 in 50 variant, and that makes this book rare. But buy it now on this issue is $60 or best offer. $60 or best offer. Claim this at $60 or give me your best offer on this issue. And if I think anybody's best offer is too low, we'll get to haggle. Now, there's the book on the far right. This was the last chapter in a great story arc in Captain America, as produced by the incomparable Jack Kirby. Let's get this information into the feed. It is a Bronze Age Marvel Comics claim. It is Captain America, Volume 1, number 200. Captain America, Volume 1, number 200. Excuse me while I wet my whistle for a sec. And no, that's not a euphemism for anything nasty. The story is by Jack Kirby. The art and the cover are by Jack Kirby with inks by Frank Giacoia. This is a key issue, the anniversary issue, which coincides with America's bicentennial, which was the 200th year of America. That was America's 200th birthday in July of 1976. 1776 was when the birth of our nation began, when the Declaration of Independence was signed. And this happens to be the conclusion of the 7-part Mad Bomb storyline. So this was published in August 1976. The grade range is 5.0, very good fine, to 5.5, fine minus condition. So buy it now on this issue is $6 or best offer. $6 or best offer. Claim this at $6 or bring me your best offer. We're going to keep on the move. We'll start swapping out books. If I swap something too soon, I take something away too soon, before you've had full consideration on whether you want to claim it or make an offer on it, all you have to do is ask me to bring it back to the screen. I will be more than happy to oblige you. Let's swap out Marvel superheroes. Ooh, what a special issue this is. We've got a Golden Age book in the house. Douglas Wells says $2 for Captain America. All right, hold on 1 second. We'll get to the info on the Golden Age book I just put up in just a moment. I'm going to have to give you a counter offer, Doug. The counter offer on Captain America is $5. $5. Captain America number 200. Doug says $3 best offer. Let me think on that 1 second. I'm going to say sold on Captain America. Sold for $3. That is awesome. All right, just 1 second. All right. Let me put in that Post-it. Captain America has been claimed at $3. And we're going to give dug his props. The balloons are flying for Douglas Wells for his great win, first blood of the day, for Captain America, Volume 1, number 200 by Jack Kirby. Awesome. Thank you, Doug. Let's put this one in. We'll talk about this one in a minute. First, I want to call your attention to the book on the left, which is our Golden Age entry. It is a Golden Age Fawcett Publications claim. You are welcome, Doug, and thank you. The book on the right is Don Winslow of the Navy, issue number 62. Don Winslow of the Navy, number 62. I love this book, and I'll tell you why. This is probably the most important comic book published by Fawcett Publications during the 1940s and 50s, especially the 40s, because this book featured a character created by a naval reservist officer by the name of Lieutenant Commander Frank Martinek, who fancied himself a writer. He created a character of Lieutenant Commander Don Winslow, who was assigned to the Navy's Judge Advocate General's office. He was a special investigator. And in the pages of his comic, he went after Axis power spies and saboteurs and sympathizers. Now, of course, Don Winslow of the Navy was not a comic book first. First, it was a set of novellas written by Lieutenant Commander Martinek. A friend of his, who was in the Admiralty of the U.S. Navy, told him that what he had there was a character that could be used as an important tool for recruitment into the armed forces in general and the U.S. Navy in particular. That young men could read about this character's exploits and be inspired to join the U.S. Navy, which is exactly what happened when Lieutenant Commander Martinek started taking this character and writing newspaper strips on the character. And then it grew, the character grew, and his exploits, from newspaper strips to movie serials and comic books. Reyes is with us. Hey, Reyes, how are you? Reyes Gallagher has joined us. We've sold one book so far, Reyes, which was Captain America number 200 by Jack Kirby. And the only book you missed that I took away was Marvel Superheroes number 19, which features Kazar, and Golden Age stories of Marvel Boy, the Black Knight, the Submariner, and the Human Torch, reprinted from the 40s. And this book is new, which is what I'm talking about right now. This book is new. I have yet to talk about it, and I talked about this, which is Justice League Dark, Volume 2, Number 1C, and it's rare. It is a 1 in 50 ratio title, 1 in 50 ratio cover, variant cover copy. So that's it. You came in fairly early in the show, so that's good. So Don Winslow. Don Winslow was such an important character that the first issue, yes, it is. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for that. Before I go any further, I'm going to give you a book. Here is a BOGO. Buy one, get one. For you, Douglas. And I'm thinking Marvel Cinematic Universe, the latest movie being Shang-Chi, and it's doing very, very well. My freebie to you is this number 1 issue of Shang-Chi. Very nice copy. 9.8 to 9.9. Issue number 1, and that is yours. Let me put a post-it with your name on it. Cool. I'm glad you like it because I like my customers happy. Here's your freebie. Buy one, get one. You win a book. You get either a book or a collectible. All right. Don Winslow of the Navy. I think the closest that comes to Don Winslow of the Navy is the TV series Jag. I don't know if Don Winslow is in the public domain or not. Back in the late 1960s, in 1969 they put it in motion, and then in 1970 it started to happen, where DC Comics bought most of the Fawcett Comics superheroes, including Captain Marvel and the Marvel family. The Shazam Captain Marvel I'm talking about. And because Marvel already has a Captain Marvel, they decided to take the Captain Marvel character and put him in a comic book after the namesake of the wizard whose name he invokes to grant him his powers, and that is Shazam. I don't know if DC bought Don Winslow along with all of those other Fawcett Publications characters. I don't know if he was included in that. I suspect not, but suspecting is not knowing for certain. If anybody, and I just throw this out there, if anybody happens to know anything about this, please contact me. You know, I would love to acquire the rights if they're available to Don Winslow of the Navy, because trust and believe me, I will make use of that. I think it's very, very important. So this book, unfortunately, I cannot tell you who wrote any of the stories in here. I cannot tell you who the artists are. I cannot tell you who the cover artist is. All of that information is uncredited. And unfortunately, Charlton was another one, but Fawcett Comics was one of the publishers that was notorious in not listing credits of the creators in their comics. So I cannot tell you who did this artwork, who wrote the stories. But I can tell you that this was published in October 1948. The grade range is 4.0, very good, to 4.5, very good plus condition. But buy it now on Don Winslow of the Navy. This is issue number 62, is $18, or best offer. And one thing that was very cool about this issue, not this issue per se, but this title, was during wartime, during World War II, there used to be a government committee that oversaw every issue before publication. And they made sure, they pretty much acted as quality control, and to make sure that the publisher was not being irresponsible with any information that should not be released to the public. And two people you probably have heard of, they are both historical figures, real people who were on this board of approval, this committee board. One of them was Admiral Richard E. Byrd, who was one of the first men to travel to Antarctica. And he was a naval officer. And the other person was the First Lady during the Franklin Delano Roosevelt administration, and that would be Eleanor Roosevelt. So there's some historical significance to this series. That's why I love it so. When the first issue, and I got sidetracked for a second because Reyes had just jumped in. I was starting to say that when the first issue of Don Winslow of the Navy came out, issue number 1, it had Captain Marvel himself on the cover standing next to Don Winslow, introducing Don Winslow to the readership of the book. Now that is a big deal. All right, enough on Don Winslow. If anybody's going to claim it or make an offer, now is the time. Let's talk about the book on the far right. It's a Copper Age Marvel Comics claim item. It is The Uncanny X-Men, Volume 1, number 248. The Uncanny X-Men, Volume 1, number 248. Story by Chris Claremont. Art and cover by Jim Lee with inks by Dan Green. Really? That's cool. Doug, when you get a chance, if you can send me the link to that, I would love to read that. Oh, that's exciting. There's some amazing things you could do with Don Winslow of the Navy in comics. And it could serve just as much now as it could have then, as it did then, as a tool for young men to be inspired by, to enlist in the armed forces, and the Navy in particular. Doug, I know you have some military experience, so I know you know what I'm saying is very, very true. Now, for a moment, back to the X-Men. What's significant about this issue? I said this was an issue with art and cover by Jim Lee with inks by Dan Green. I got it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Doug. Thank you. This issue of the X-Men is Jim Lee's first published issue of the X-Men ever. first issue he ever drew of the X-Men right here. Wetting my whistle again. Talking on this show, it's fun, but it's hard work. The Uncanny X-Men, first Jim Lee. This is the newsstand edition. Because this is the first Jim Lee issue, that makes this a key issue. Also, the issue ran an astonishing 410,000 copy print run. And that is attributed almost solely to Jim Lee. He had become that much of a fan favorite that quickly. And this is the title that set Jim Lee on the road to ultimately joining up with Todd McFarlane and Rob Liefeld and all the rest of the guys that defected from Marvel and started Image Comics. And what a phenomenon that was for the industry. There are appearances in this issue by Jubilee, Gateway, remember the old man, the Aborigine, Manny, Orphan Maker, Spiral, Mojo, Lady Deathstrike, and the Reavers. This book came out in September of 1989. The grade range is 6.5, fine plus to 7.0, fine, very fine condition. But buy it now on this issue of the Uncanny X-Men. It's $13 or best offer. Claim it for $13 or give me your best offer. Okay, we're going to swap out the next book, which is Justice League Dark. Please remember, anything that has not been claimed, anything that has not sold, is still available. And I'm going to bring you a very interesting book. Now, the moment you see it, you're going to start wondering, what, pray tell, is this? I have to give this book an A for effort. I really do. And I do admire any comic creators that can go through Kickstarter and get a book published. This book is a Diamond Age claim from upstart publisher Kingwood Comics. Kingwood Comics. This is their flagship title. They haven't published anything else. This is a total Kickstarter supported comic publishing project. This is Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer, #1. And what this book dares to ask the question, what if historical freedom fighter, anti-slavery freedom fighter, Harriet Tubman, what if Harriet Tubman, what would you get if you crossed Harriet Tubman with Buffy the Vampire Slayer? You'd get this. Interesting premise. The story is by David Crompton. The art and cover are by Cortland Ellis. This was published in 2017. The grade range 9.6 near mint plus to 9.8 near mint minus condition. I'm sorry, not near mint minus, near mint condition. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. 9.6 near mint plus to 9.8 near mint condition. But buy it now on this book. And it's an interesting read. Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer #1. Claim it at $12 or best offer. Fascinating. I don't know if I would have married those two subjects together. But that's me. And that's okay. You know, there's room for talent and ideas and schools of thought everywhere. And that includes a user-supported website like Kickstarter. There's some interesting things that come out of Kickstarter. Good book, good art. I believe they did 6 issues of this book. Okay, we're going to swap out Don Winslow. Please remember, anything that has not sold, that has not been claimed, is still available. Okay, swapping out Don Winslow. Sometimes it's good to get Golden Age books just by way of their scarcity. It's good to have a really good Golden Age book. And if it's in really good condition, like fine or above, that's even better. But it almost doesn't matter, just because of its scarcity. If you can get a Golden Age book and have it in your collection, get as many as you can find. Here's the next title. This is a Bronze Age Marvel Comics claim item. It is ROM Space Knights #12. ROM Space Knight #12. ROM Space Knight. The story is by Bill Mantlo. The art is by Sal Buscema. The cover is by Michael Golden. Beautiful Michael Golden cover. And Michael Golden draws this beautiful cover of Rom about to square off against the Jack of Hearts, the character with the most difficult costume to draw in comics. He looks cool, but that character had to have been a bitch to draw. It had to have been. This is a direct edition copy. And of course, the Jack of Hearts appears prominently in this issue. This issue came out in November of 1980. The grade range on ROM is 9.6 near mint plus to 9.8 near mint condition. So buy it now on this issue of ROM Space Knight is $16. $16 or best offer. Claim it, if you will, at $16 or give me your best offer. Because this is during the Marvel Comics toy era, where they made comic books out of toy properties. ROM was one of the great experiments of that time period, along with Godzilla, G.I. Joe, the Micronauts. And I know I'm missing one. But the toy books really did very well. ROM Space Knight ran for 75 issues. That's a testament to Bill Mantlo, because he was such a great writer when he worked for Marvel. All right, we're going to swap out the Uncanny X-Men, the first Jim Lee issue of the Uncanny X-Men. Please, once again, remember, anything that has not been sold, anything that has not been claimed, is still available. Swapping out Uncanny X-Men, first Jim Lee X-Men. Doug, I hope you're paying attention to this one, in case you don't have it. This is a Bronze Age DC Comics claim item. It is the Warlord Annual number 2B. The Warlord Annual number 2B. This is a direct edition title. The story is by Carrie Burkett. The art is by Dan Jurgens and Mike DiCarlo. The cover is by Dan Jurgens and Dick Giordano. This is a direct edition copy featuring the first appearance of Christovar. From October 1983. The grade range is 6.5 fine plus to 7.0 fine, very fine condition. But buy it now on this Warlord Annual, number 2B, is $5 or best offer. Claim it at $5 or make me your best offer. swap out Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. As interesting a title as that is. Anything that has not been claimed, anything that has not sold, please remember, it is still available. All right, my friends. The book in the middle is new. It's not new, but it's new to the show. Let's talk about this one. All right. The book in the center is a Bronze Age DC Comics claim item. It is DC 100-page Super Spectacular number 14 Batman. DC Comics 100-page Super Spectacular number 14 Batman. A cool issue. Now this features the 100-page square-bound Super Spectacular format. This was a popular format. It was first introduced in pages like books like this, and then in 1974 to 1975, all of DC's major titles fell under this format for a period of about 1 year. And they usually featured a main story plus several reprint stories from either the Silver or the Golden Age. This issue is all reprints, and its theme is transportation. The way our great DC Comics superheroes got from place to place. The stories inside are by Gardner Fox, William Marston, who is the Wonder Woman creator, Bill Finger, who helped to co-create Batman and Robin, and Joe Samachson. The art inside is by Bob Kane and Sheldon Moldoff, Gil Kane and Murphy Anderson, Reed Crandall, H.G. Peter, who was the artist who helped create Wonder Woman, Bill Quackenbush, Erwin Hasen, and I believe Erwin Hasen did the Wildcat story. Erwin Hasen was also famous for doing the newspaper strip Dondi for many, many years. And Dick Sprang with inks by Charles Paris. This issue sports a wraparound cover by Nick Cardy. And let's show you the wraparound cover. Here's the back of it. There are stories on Black Hawk, Dollman, and the Atom, and Wonder Woman. Rodney, how are you? Our friend from down under, from Queensland, Australia. How are you, Rodney? Good to see you. I believe it's late for you, isn't it, Rodney? 100-page square-bound super spectacular format. This issue features reprints of Batman from Detective Comics, Volume 1, Number 31, from September 1939, Detective Comics Volume 1, Number 32, from October 1939, and Detective Comics Volume 1, Number 156, from February 1950, all Golden Age. It also features The Atom from Showcase Volume 1, Number 34, from September-October 1961. Black Hawk from Black Hawk Volume 1, Number 10, Spring 1946. Wonder Woman from Sensation Comics Volume 1, Number 6, June 1942. Doll Man from Doll Man Number 31, December 1950. And Wildcat from Sensation Comics Volume 1, Number 4, April 1942. So great issue, chock full of great silver and golden age stories of some of DC's greatest characters. This was published in February of 1973. The grade range is 6.5, fine plus, to 7.0, fine, very fine condition. This is a buy it now, as is everything on today's show. Claim it at $48 or make me your best offer. $48 or best offer. Douglas Wells must have stepped away from his camera. I was sure he would be interested in Warlord, unless he already has it. I'll be sure to remind him once he comes back. We're getting ready to move on to the next book. Please remember that anything that has not sold or has not been claimed is still available. We're going to swap out ROM. And we'll move in on a magazine. We're going to do a Marvel magazine. This is a Bronze Age Marvel Comics claim. It is Savage Tales Magazine, number 5. Savage Tales Magazine, number 5. Oddly enough, there's no issue number on the cover. That usually doesn't happen with a Marvel book. Savage Tales Magazine, number 5. Featuring stories by Roy Thomas, John Jakes, Dan Adkins, and Stan Lee. There are many people who might not know the name of John Jakes, but John Jakes, he's not really a comic writer. He is really a prose fiction writer. And in his case, he wrote stories of fiction peppered in historical fact. And the period in history that he liked to cover in his stories was the American Revolution. He had a series of Americana-style novels, the first of which was called The Bastard. And The Bastard, I remember years ago, in the late 70s, early 80s, The Bastard and a sequel, which is also a book sequel, called The Rebel, was about a Frenchman who fled to America around the time that the Revolutionary War was beginning and started to make America a home for himself, and he began to find his way. That became a television miniseries, which starred Andrew Stevens, an actor who is the son of actress Stella Stevens. Some of you may not know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about, but some of you out there may recognize those names. I remember seeing those miniseries on The Bastard, followed by The Rebel, and then there was another uh, book. I don't think a television miniseries was made of the third book, but the third book was called The Seekers, which then delved into the colonization of America's West. But watching the TV miniseries made me go and read the books. John Jakes created all that, and he's an excellent writer in prose. But here you get a taste of his comic book work. The art in this issue is by Jim Starlin with inks by Al Milgrom. Tony bleh, I just recently figured out how to really pronounce his name. There should be like a little squiggle over the N in Tony's name. It is pronounced Tony Dezuniega. The N sound when it has that squiggle, and that's the Spanish language or Portuguese language. That little squiggle gives the N a Y sound. So his name is pronounced or was pronounced because he's no longer with us. Tony Dezuniega. So his work is in this issue. Roy Krenkel, the great cartoonist Roy Krenkel, his work is in here. Ed hold on, I don't want to bastardize his name, like I almost did with Tony Dezuniega. Ed Emshwiller. Ed Emshwiller. I've never heard of Ed Emshwiller, but his work is in here. Wally Wood, Dave Kyle, Val Merrick, Dan Atkins, Joe Sinnott, John Buscema, Barry Windsor Smith, Gil Kane, and Neil Adams. And this awesome cover is also Neil Adams. So we get all of it in there. This is all black and white inside. There are stories in here on Conan the Barbarian, Brak the Barbarian, which is the John Jakes story, and Kazar, and his trusty saber-tooth Zabu. This issue was published in July of 1974. The grade range on this magazine is 6.5 fine plus to 7.0 fine, very fine condition. But buy it now on this 5th issue of Savage Tales magazine is $13 or best offer. Claim it for $13 or make me your best offer. All right, we're going to swap some more stuff out in just a minute. All right, my friends, swapping out Warlord. All right, my friends, we've got a new book, the book on the far right. It's one of those books you're going to have to dig a little bit deeper for. This is a Diamond Age Marvel Comics claim item. It is Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth, issue number 7. Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth, issue number 7. The stories rather, are all by Victor Gershwin. The art inside is by Bong Dazzo, with inks by Jose Pimentel, Kyle Baker, Rob Liefeld, and Das Pastores. The cover is a wraparound cover by Arthur Sudan, who's best known for his zombie covers for Marvel. Wraparound cover. By the way, I am using Visiback backing boards for like this one and this one. Made of hard plastic, designed so that you can see the back cover of a book that's a wraparound, or If you want to see the condition of a book that's older, like a Silver Age or Golden Age, I know I should have put a visit back behind Don Winslow of the Navy, but I didn't. My oversight. Deadpool Merc with a Mouth, number 7. If you notice, this book pays homage to the movie poster of the film Trainspotting. This is a direct edition issue. It features the first appearance of Lady Deadpool. And it features appearances by Zombie Deadpool, and there's Zombie Deadpool's head right there. Plus, Nick Fury, Captain America, the Sentinels from the X-Men, and Dr. Voodoo. This issue came out in March of 2010. The grade range is 9.0, very fine near mint, to 9.2, near mint minus. Male shocking at the moment, Michael. What do you mean? Why is the male shocking? It's taking months for stuff to get out here from the U.S. Please keep me posted. I know I gave you the tracking number of the package I sent you. And I had a feeling that the package was still out there, that you might not have received it yet. But it is out there. It is on its way. I am sorry it's taking so long. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. I will keep my eyes open. I have not received anything yet from them on your package. So I hope that doesn't become the case. If it does, I will let you know. And if that happens, I'll just send it out again. I know, but still, I do feel responsible, even though I'm not. I like for my customers' products to get to them. Oh, wow. So please keep me posted. Let me know the moment you receive it. Oh, I hope that's not the case. I know it's sometimes Christmas shipping gets bad here. And that's before the pandemic. And what makes it worse when you equate the pandemic in it, because it creates a shortage of manpower. So I'm praying that it's not going to adversely affect the package or its condition when it gets to you. So please let me know. So as I was saying, on Deadpool, this issue came out in March 2010. The grade range is 9.0, very fine near mint, to 9.2, near mint minus. But buy it now on this issue, Deadpool Merc with a Mouth, number 7, is $45 or best offer. Claim it at $45, or give me your best offer. I posted a parcel from Brisbane near me to Melbourne in Australia. Still not delivered. 4 weeks later, we've got total lockdowns in 2 states here. That is absolutely awful. And I can guarantee you it's nowhere near as bad here in the US. Even though when you start getting into the holiday season, and like I just got to saying about the pandemic manpower shortage, you'd think that was bad, but it sounds like it's a whole lot worse where you are. And I hope that rectifies itself very, very soon. Oh no, the Delta virus is running through Australia right now? Oh. So far, it's not as bad here. And I hear there is another variant known as the Lambda virus that's running rampant through South America right now. So let's hope things get a whole lot better on that front. We are about to swap out DC's 100-page Super Spectacular number 14, which is the Batman book in the center. We're going to swap it out with a Silver Age Marvel book. No, we certainly do not. We do not. My prayers go out to all you guys here. Please remember, any book that has not been claimed, any book that has not sold is still available. All right. The book in the center is the next new book we have. This is a Silver Age Marvel Comics claim item. It is Daredevil, Volume 1, number 31. Daredevil, Volume 1, number 31. The story is by Stan Lee. The art is by Gene Colan. The inks by John Tartaglione. And the cover is by Gene Colan, inked by Frank Giacoia with an assist by John Romita Sr. This issue features the 8th appearance of the Human Cobra and the 9th appearance of Mr. Hyde. This book was published in August of 1967. The grade range is 4.5, very good plus, to 5.0, very good fine condition. But buy it now on this book is $34 or best offer. Claim this book for $34 or give me your best offer. We're going to swap out Savage Tales in just a moment. Please remember, any books that have not sold or any books that have not been claimed are still available. Okay, here we have another Diamond Age Marvel Comics claim. This book is Black Panther, Volume 7, issue number 166, SL box. Number 166, SL box. This is a special variant. This is a Stan Lee box exclusive variant. This is where Marvel teamed up with Stan Lee's company, POW Entertainment. And there were special collectible boxes made in which this issue was included originally in that box. This is a Stan Lee box exclusive variant. And it features inside appearances by Claw, Dr. Faustus, Shuri, and King T'Chaka. The story is by Ta-Nehisi Coates and Robbie Thompson. The art inside is by Leonard Kirk with inks by Mark Deering and Wilfredo Torres. The variant cover is produced by Stan Lee Entertainment. This issue came out in November of 2017. The grade range is 9.4. Hold on a second. I lost some of my info, so I'm just reposting that. For some reason it's not posting. I don't know why it's not posting. But anyway, the grade range is 9.4 near mint to 9.6 near mint plus condition from November 2017. But buy it now on Black Panther 166. It's $20 or best offer. Stake your claim on this issue of Black Panther for $20. Or make me your best offer. All right, we're getting ready to swap out Deadpool. Anything that has not sold or has not been claimed is still available. All right, look at what we've got here. This is a great issue. Bronze Age Marvel Comics claim, The Uncanny X-Men Annual, number 3. All right. On the Uncanny X-Men Annual 3, great issue. Story by Chris Claremont. Art by George Perez and Terry Austin. The cover is by Frank Miller. Inked by Terry Austin. It is a direct edition title. Direct edition copy. It is the 7th appearance of Archon, a Thunderbolt wheel, a lightning wheel. From August 1979. The grade range is 8.5, very fine plus, to 9.0, very fine near mint. Great issue, great condition. The buy it now is at $45 or best offer. Claim this book now at $45 or make me your best offer. I think everyone's gone to bed. No, not everybody. This isn't the first. This isn't the first show I've done at this time slot. It's the last couple of weeks I did it. It was on a Tuesday. Lunchtime here. Pizza. Oh, pizza sounds good. I hope pizza in Australia is just as good as pizza in America. Okay, we're going to swap out Black Panther. Once again, anything that has not sold or has not been claimed is still available. Ah, Pizza Hut. Yeah, Pizza Hut here in America is just, it's okay. But the mom and pop pizza shops, there is where you go to get real pizza. And especially New York, where I'm originally from. All right, here's what we got for our next book. This is a Diamond Age DC Comics claim item. Very basic pizzas, but okay. Pizza Hut and Domino's have just about cornered the market here. Oh, no mom and pop pizza restaurants or shops? That's too bad. All right, this book here, this all black cover book, it's an embossed cover, is a Diamond Age DC Comics claim. It is Batman, Volume 2, number 75. I'm sorry, my mistake, number 25. Batman, Volume 2, number 25. My humble apologies. The story is by Scott Snyder and James Tynion IV. The art is by Greg Capullo and Danny Miki, who inked Greg Capullo, and Andy Clark. This features an all-black embossed cover. It is part of the 0-year story arc. There's an appearance in this issue by Dr. Death. This issue came out in January of 2014. The grade range is 9.8 near mint to 9.9 mint condition. But buy it now on this issue of Batman, Volume 2, number 25, is $13 or best offer. Claim it at $13 or make me your best offer. We're going to swap out Daredevil. Anything unsold or unclaimed is still available. Here's our next book, the book in the center, a Copper Age Marvel Comics claim item. It is Wolverine, Volume 2, number 10B. Wolverine, Volume 2, number 10B. The story is by Chris Claremont. The art is by John Buscema, with inks by Bill Sienkiewicz and an ink assist by Kent Williams. The cover is by Bill Sienkiewicz. This is a key issue. This is a classic Wolverine versus Sabretooth battle. This came out in August of 1989. The grade range is 7.5, very fine minus. to 8.0, very fine condition. But buy it now on this issue is $50 or best offer. Claim it now at $50 or make me your best offer. We are about to swap out the Uncanny X-Men annual. Please remember, anything that has not sold or has not been claimed is still available. Great issue there. All right, we've just brought in a Bronze Age DC Comics claim item. It is Green Lantern, Volume 2, issue number 82. Green Lantern, Volume 2, number 82. The story is written by Dennis O'Neil. The art by Neil Adams, with inks by Dick Giordano, with an ink assist by Bernie Wrightson. The cover is by Neil Adams. This issue features appearances by Green Arrow and Black Canary, and it features the first appearance of the Harpies, and there they are attacking our heroes on the cover. This is from February-March 1971. The grade range is 6.5, fine plus, to 7.0, fine, very fine. But buy it now on this issue, Green Lantern Volume 2, number 82, is $55 or best offer. Claim it at $55 or make me your best offer. This is a modern age Marvel Comics claim that's coming up next. We're going to swap out Batman. Anything unsold or unclaimed is still available. All right, my friends, here's the next book, the book on the right. I'm sorry, the book on the left. My other right. It's a modern age Marvel Comics claim item. It is Thunderbolts, Volume 1, number 10. Thunderbolts, Volume 1, number 10. The story is by Kurt Busiek. The art and the cover are by Mark Bagley and with inks by Vince Russell. This is a key issue. The Thunderbolts are revealed to the world as villains. They had villain identities, and they forsook them to pose as heroes with new identities. But there was really an evil plan in the background all along. Also, this issue features the destruction of the Thunderbolt headquarters for Freedom's Plaza, which used to be the home of the Fantastic Four. This issue also features appearances by Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Daredevil, and the New Warriors. This issue came out in January of 1998. The grade range is 7.5, very fine minus, to 8.0, very fine condition. But buy it now on this issue of Thunderbolts. Volume 1, number 10 is $8 or best offer. Claim it for $8 or make me your best offer. We are about to swap out. We're going to swap out Green Lantern, Volume 2, number 55. No. Green Lantern, Volume 2, number 82, sorry. Unless it's been snuck a stupid pill or something. We're swapping that out. Anything unsold or unclaimed is still available. Here we have our next book. It's a Silver Age, Marvel Comics claim. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, Annual, number 1. It's the only annual that the Sergeant Fury title has ever had. The stories inside are by Stan Lee. The art is by Dick Ayers and Frankie Ray. And Jack Kirby and George Bell. The cover is by Marie Severin, with inks by Frank Giacoia. This issue reprints Sergeant Fury number 4 and 5, plus an at that time all-new story in which Fury is awarded a battlefield commission to Master Sergeant in Korea. This takes place after World War II. And it actually leads to his involvement with the CIA, which also, in turn, leads to his involvement with S.H.I.E.L.D. There is an appearance in this issue by Baron von Strucker. This issue came out in 1965, no month given. The grade range is 4.0, very good, to 4.5, very good plus condition. To buy it now on this issue, the only Sergeant Fury annual there ever was, at 72 pages. Buy it now is $50 or best offer. $50 or best offer. Claim it at $50 or give me your best offer. We are about to swap out the Wolverine book. Anything unsold or unclaimed is still available. How about this one? This is a modern age DC Comics claim. This is Batman, Volume 1, number 497B. Batman, Volume 1, 497B. Number 497. All right, Batman number 497B. The story is by Doug Moench. The art is by Jim Aparo with inks by Dick Giordano. This variant cover issue is by Kelly Jones. This issue is a key issue. Bane breaks Batman's back in this issue. It is a direct edition title. Direct edition copy, though. There are appearances in this issue by, of course, Bane. Also, Black Mask, Metalhead, the Riddler, the Joker, Two-Face, the Scarecrow, the Mad Hatter, Mr. Zsasz, Firefly, and Poison Ivy. Yeah, definitely a key issue. From July 1993, the grade range is 9.2 near mint minus to 9.4 mint condition. The buy it now on this issue is $15 or best offer. Claim it now at $15 or make your best offer. We're about to swap out Thunderbolts with the last scheduled book for tonight's show. Any books unsold or unclaimed are still available. All right. One minute. All right, my friends, I had to step out for a second. I am back, and oh, do I open this? All right, we have a new entry on the far left. It is a Bronze Age Marvel Comics claim. It is The Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 10. The Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 10. With a story by Bill Mantlo and Len Wein. The art is by Gil Kane and Frank Giacoia, with inking assists by Mike Esposito. The cover is by Gil Kane and John Romita Sr. First appearance of the villain known as the Human Fly. Not to be confused with the red and white costumed Human Fly that got his own title at Marvel in the mid-1970s. Two different characters. From September 1976, which is when this book was published, the grade range is 5.0, very good fine, to 5.5, fine minus condition. Buy this book now at $13 or best offer. $13, claim it, or give me your best offer. Rodney, you still with us? You the only one that's with us? I'm here, but I'm out of pizza. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Well, these were all of the scheduled books that we had for today's show. So I'm thinking, for like the last 24 minutes of the show, I'll throw out a handful of books, and they'll all be Make Me an Offer. All right, so here's what I'll do. I'll just throw these books out. I don't even have notes on them. This is just Make Me an Offer. I'll tell you. We've got Detective Comics number 445, Bronze Age. Featuring the Bat Murderer storyline. Great artwork by Jim Aparo. Plus backup reprints on Roy Raymond, Elongated Man, Robin, Dr. Midnight, and Star Hawkins. I'm talking about the book on the far left. It's at that DC Comics 100-page super spectacular format. I think this is around 1975. It is March 1975. Make Me an Offer. Spider-Man. This book is the first Todd McFarlane comic in which Marvel gave him his own Spider-Man title to write and draw. And this is not too long before Marvel got notice from Todd McFarlane and 6 other Marvel artists that they were defecting and starting their own company, Image Comics. This is Spider-Man #1. It's in a poly bag. The poly bag is sealed. Todd McFarlane signed the outside of the poly bag. There's his signature right there, and it says "To Gonzo." Make me an offer. It's definitely near mint condition. Make me an offer. And then another issue of Detective Comics, number 500. Featuring multiple stories involving Batman and the Elongated Man and Hawkman and Hawkgirl and God knows who else. 500th anniversary celebration. Make me an offer. Sign the bag. Yes, he did. And I've gotten that confirmed. But the bag is still sealed. Let's throw some more in the mix, shall we? Here we have Extreme X-Men Annual 2001. The nifty thing about this issue, written by Chris Claremont and drawn by Salvador Larroca, is that it is done in the horizontal, or what I like to call widescreen format. The cover and the entire issue is drawn this way. So that's cool. We have an issue of Dell 4-Color. Issue number 1144. The Story of Ruth, based on the movie, which of course is based on the Old Testament story of Ruth. That's pretty nifty. And we have the 1977 annual of Iron Man. Iron Man number 4. Annual number 4. Make me an offer. And of course, still make me an offer if you're interested in any of these, the 2 issues of Detective Comics. And Spider-Man number 1. Sealed polybag, signed on the outside of the polybag by Todd McFarlane, who wrote and drew the story. Rodney, you're thinking about that Spider-Man issue, aren't you? Well, it would definitely be the most unique book in your collection of signed books. That's for certain. You would have to, like, never open the bag. All right, let's throw in 3 more books. Superman, Volume 1, number 241. Nice Neil Adams cover. Definitely Bronze Age. A blank sketch cover variant of the Image Book crossover, number 1. And we have the Carmine Infantino issue of The Amazing World of DC Comics. That's issue number 8. Make me offers. All right, I'm going to throw in 3 more books. That should do it. We've got an issue of The Brave and the Bold, number 98. Batman and the Phantom Stranger. Great Nick Cardy cover. Inside is Jim Aparo. We've got an issue of The Avengers, number 169. A cool issue. And we've got another Brave and Bold issue. Issue number 104. Featuring Batman and Deadman. Another great Nick Cardy cover. With Jim Aparo interior. All right, my friends. Looks like we're going to call it a night. We had a slow night tonight, but that's okay. We'll be back again next time with more great comics. And those will be comics from the Diamond, Modern, Copper, Bronze, Silver, and even the Golden Age of comics. Have a good night, Rodney. Enjoy the rest of your day. We can't do shows like this without you, my friends, so thank you. Your patronage, your continued patronage is greatly appreciated. Be sure to like and share our show on Facebook and subscribe to our Lightning Rod Collectibles channel on YouTube Live. We shall see you next time, my friends. Keep watching for the date.